Have you ever wondered what tiny creatures and things that are invisible to the naked eye look like under a microscope? Today, we'll take you into a completely different world where the tiniest things become the scariest. Get ready for our list of the 10 most horrifying microscopic images. And if you dare, stick around until the end to see the most terrifying creature we've ever discovered. 1. Maggots. Let's start our list with a familiar but always unsettling sight: maggots. These creatures are born in rotting environments, feasting on decaying flesh to grow. But have you ever looked at them up close? Under a microscope, their black eyes, sharp fangs, and slimy skin make them look like creatures straight out of a nightmare. And no, they're not just found in horror movies, they're very real in nature. 2. Eyelash mites. Next up, prepare yourself, because we're about to show you something that's living on your face right now. Meet the eyelash mite. These tiny creatures live on your eyelashes and in your hair follicles, feeding on the oils your skin produces. Under a microscope, they look like alien monsters with elongated bodies and tiny legs gripping onto you. Don't worry, though, they're actually harmless little companions. If you've ever had the misfortune of dealing with head lice, here's a closer look at these parasites. They feed on blood from the human scalp, and under a microscope, their hooked legs and scaly bodies look like something out of a sci-fi movie. Feeling itchy already? You're not alone. 4. Blue bottle fly dash. The blue bottle fly is probably a common sight for many of us, but have you ever seen it under a microscope? Its enormous compound eyes, hairy legs, and shiny, greasy body make it look like a monster. It's hard to believe this creepy creature is buzzing around our homes. 5. Dust mite. Prepare to meet a creature that's literally all around you, the dust mite. These tiny creatures are invisible to the naked eye, but under a microscope, they transform into a horrifying alien-like monstrosity. With 8 stubby legs, sharp claws, and a bulbous body covered in hair-like structures, they look like something from a sci-fi nightmare. And here's the kicker: they thrive in your bed, feeding on dead skin cells. Sweet dreams. 6. Filarial worms. Have you heard of filarial worms? These microscopic creatures are known for causing elephantiasis, a condition that leads to extreme swelling in the body. Under a microscope, they look like thin, ghostly threads moving through your lymphatic system. Just seeing them is enough to make your skin crawl. 7. Bacteriophage. Not all horrifying things are alive on their own. Meet the bacteriophage, or bacteria-eating virus. These viruses look like alien spacecraft under a microscope. They attach to bacteria, pierce the cell membrane, and inject their genetic material inside. Creepy as they are, they could be useful allies in medicine someday. 8. Scorpions. Scorpions are scary enough as they are, but under a microscope, they become even more terrifying. This close-up image shows the sensory hairs on their bodies, which help them detect vibrations and hunt their prey. With their sharp pincers and venomous tails, they're both fascinating and fearsome. 9. Human tongue dash. Have you ever seen your own tongue under a microscope? It looks nothing like what you see in the mirror. The surface of the tongue appears scaly and constantly sheds its top layer of skin. Once you've seen this, you might never look at your tongue the same way again. 10. Water snipe fly larvae. Finally, we end the list with the most terrifying creature, the water snipe fly larvae. These horrifying little creatures live in rivers and streams, waiting to mature into flies. Under a microscope, they look like they've crawled straight out of hell. If you saw one of these in the water, you'd definitely think twice before taking a swim.